But what if I put the entire Bermuda Triangle in my pocket? Bermuda, Muda, Muda. That's like useless, but with burrs. Any day now. Oh, there we go. Somewhere out there in the Atlantic Ocean. Off the coast of Florida, Cuba, and Bermuda, of course. Hence the yeah, we called it Bermuda because Bermuda doesn't get enough recognition. Calling it the Florida Triangle would be like, nah. And then calling it the Cuba Triangle was obviously not something we want to endorse. So Bermuda it was. I don't even know anyone living over here. Actually, yeah. Do you know anyone that lives in Pacific Islands? Like, actually? Like, say, Polynesians? Like, well, Polynesian is kind of a all-over term. Because, you know, much like Africa, you could... there's probably different, like, types of people for every single little island out there, you know? I guess the better question is how some of us actually just ended up in islands. I mean, that must have been interesting, right? What if there was, like, a shipwreck, like, 1,000 years ago, and there was, like, they're just stuck at a certain cultural level. And then, past a number of generations, they never really evolved from that. Or, I say evolved from that, but I guess in sort of a socio-cultural way. They're still us. What I'm saying is, one of these days, we're going to run into an island that we've never run into before that has people on it that are just completely different. It's kind of like the basis of space exploration, is trying to find different things around the world, and we kind of use that as our basis for writing stuff for sci-fi. At least in some of them. I guess if you're like Star Wars, you're trying to make aliens as weird as possible, or as similar as possible. You tell me. Whether it's similar or different, I wouldn't want to know. If I stare at rectangles enough, they might be a bridge made from my skin tone. Remember to use a number 2 pencil. You gotta go and take the SATs. But before that, you take the PSATs. I don't think I ever went... I think I went straight to SAT, but I may have taken a PSAT. I don't remember that part. And yes, I qualified SAT-wise. Whatever you call passing an SAT. Although it'd be hard to tell you now, because I think they changed how the numbers... I think they changed how the grading works, like, just after I started taking it, or just before, and I don't recall which. Yeah. And I wasn't even using my full brain capacity, like, I wasn't giving a shit about the SAT at the time. Because, well, people used to really like my academic... My academic stuff was praised a lot when I was younger until it wasn't, and then I'm like, well, why does this matter then? So, I just spent my time elsewhere. That's, yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Maybe that's why I'm not employed right now. No, I don't think so. Maybe it's psychological profiling. This Mario wants to step on this seahorse. It floats in the air, and then it comes back and comes around to you like a boomerang. You rang boomers? Doot, 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 doot. Yeah. So yeah, what other Game Boy games? So yeah, we got Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2. Donkey Kong Land 1. I guess I'm gonna have to actually consider doing Donkey Kong Land 2 and 3. I'm not in a rush to do that though. Kind of as an as I need to know basis, or a need to care basis, or whatever basis. I'm basically taking a break from my other project because it took like 2 days to do like essentially a third of it, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna get anything done, so I decided to do this little thing. Oh no, how are you going to get up through here when the invisible block is somewhere else? Ho ho, on the left side. You weren't expecting that, were you? You weren't expecting this block to be coinified, were you? Expect the unexpected. But that means I was expected. It's completely useless now. Everything is wet. All our spices, they're gone. That's too bad. I have entered the no zone. No one can follow me here. Nope. Alright, Mario, get the fire flower powers. Alright, let's see how different this sub-level is now. Well, for starters, I think there was a squid right at the beginning. So that's immediately different. I guess more fish would spawn from the side like that, but... Okay, these are more frequent. Yeah, that's a start. It just all blurs together. Then the way I don't really care. Blah, 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 blah. Are there, like, UFOs in here? What's Tatanga's deal, anyway? What if Tatanga and, like, what are other obscure Mario villains? Tatanga, Wart, they just end up in the new Mario game and you're just like, what? Yeah, what if they all teamed up? Masters of Sarasaland and Subcon. What then? What then? I don't know. It's weird though, because it's not like Nintendo exactly forgot Wart. I'm not like including it in Super Mario Advance. I mean like in Link's Awakening, which would also mean the one for Switch. There was a Wart in there, was there not? Or am I thinking of Oracle Ages/Seasons? The point is, you know, Nintendo is aware that they have that as a thing, and they just don't use the properties of it very much, even though we have the other things like Shy Guys, Ninjas, like all the assets of Mario 2 are there except for Wart for some reason. And I feel like they could go that way, because I saw in the Wonder preview that when they build these badges you equip to yourself, gives you the crouch jump from Mario 2. I'm like, okay. You know, I could deal with that. Look at that! This is getting ridiculous! Now there is 2 of them! But it's not any harder. What if I could just... You know, technically I guess you could try sneaking past him. I don't really feel like it, but I suppose you could. Okay, so I guess there's just not water there in between the screens. Okay. Oh, thank you very... Oh. I thank no one. Oh, die, sigh. Die, say. Oh. What was it going to be? Do. Okay, 3 lives again. Awesome. Hooey!